everybody. This is me in my natural state. I thought it'd be fun for this midweek message to make a little video of where I am. Many of you have heard me talk about our place up north and my grandparents' place, and so that's where Mary and I are sequestered for a little while. This is the lake that we're on. This is Young's Lake in Big Rapids. And then around this way are our family cottages. So there's a whole bunch of aunts and uncles and cousins and so on over there. This week I did one of my favorite things, and that is I burned the brush along the lake. I'll show you that here. I kind of start on that edge over there. That's my neighbor's. He always gets nervous when I do this. But I start on that edge, and then the fire it doesn't explode. It's not like it all burns at the same time. It's just a bunch of brush and scrub and some grasses in there. And it just kind of slowly works its way across the edge of the lake and down that way. And after a little time, it kind of burns itself out. And as I was doing that this week, I was thinking about this virus that we're in the middle of, just watching this slowly move its way truly around the globe, which is quite an incredible thing. We're seeing numbers that are scary to everybody. 3 weeks ago, we thought this was nothing. Most of us. Some of us saw it coming. But most of us thought, that's something in China, it's something now in Spain or Italy, and now it's upon us, and we're watching, thousands of new cases a day, and now over 100 deaths a day. And this is a scary business, but it's coming slowly to us. It's not it's not a 9/11 disaster where something happens, it's flares up, it's done, and then we work on recovery. The troubling thing is this is a slow fire, and that's what we're in the middle of. That's a difficult spot to be. We feel that in our family. Many of you know that I told you on Sunday that our daughter-in-law Laura was diagnosed with it, and now her husband and our son James has it, and our granddaughter has it too. She has a very mild case, fevers and so on. But James and Laura have been rocked by this. This is they're not in the hospital; they're home, but they have a day when they feel a little bit better, then they have a day where they feel terrible, and that's kind of how this goes. We all feel like we're in a period of waiting and a period of uncertainty, and some people that are a little older or have some underlying conditions, some of us are pretty nervous about this. So far, no real treatment program, and so far, no real vaccine. So we're going to deal with this for a while, it sounds like. So the question is, how do we deal with this in faith? How does our faith inform what we think and how we react and how we emote and the actions that we take? How does our faith form those things? Because it ought to. That's what it's for. It ought to shape how we act and how we think and how we feel. That's the point of our Christian faith. And I'm going to give a shout out here to Tim Sturk Jr., younger Tim. A number of years ago, I preached a sermon in Lent. Some of you maybe remember it, and it was called "It's Friday, but Sunday's Coming." And I did give full credit at the time. That was not that idea was not mine. It was something that Tony Campolo talked about, and it was funny because it wasn't his idea either. It was he was at a preaching conference, and he preached and thought he did a great job. And then this African-American preacher stood up and just kept repeating that line and talking about, it's Friday, but Sunday's coming. It feels like death right now. But resurrection is coming. Life is coming. And so Tony Campolo stole that from somebody. I stole it from him. And then Tim Sturk told me it was the best sermon I'd ever preached, which kind of feel like, well, I don't know if it was the best one, but it was his favorite. So, but that's been playing in my head all week, that idea of it's Friday, but Sunday's coming. I don't know what's going to happen with Good Friday this year. I don't think we're going to be able to worship on Good Friday. I think that the same thing for Easter. I don't know. Nobody knows, but it doesn't seem like right now that we're going to be able to be together for Easter, which is unimaginable. It's just unthinkable. Feels like Friday. It feels like a really deep, disturbing, uncertain, scary Friday. And I got to imagine the disciples felt that, right? I mean, Thursday night, Jesus is arrested. He's tried. He's found guilty. He's dragged out to a hill and crucified. And I got to imagine that their emotions just went wild on that day. They were terrified. They were uncertain. They had no idea what was going to happen. And I think some of us have a pretty good understanding of that feeling right now. I think for them, it felt like, the things that they had counted on, which was Jesus being around and, Jesus making them safe and Jesus calming storms and Jesus healing people and all those things. I think all of those things were things they counted on and suddenly gone. And some of us feel like that. I'm here to tell you. Sunday's coming. We might not be able to celebrate Easter on Easter Day, but we're going to celebrate Easter. You're in our prayers. We know that we are in yours, and so are James and Laura and Dee. And we love you all, and we miss you, and we look forward to seeing all of you very, very soon.
Stream was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. The Lord has promised good to me, His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe this far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when